her goals were to reunify the family so that the child is safe and in the home to eliminate the risk of harm, and to protect children from abuse and neglect, and for clients to make changes and to keep the system honest. And then her primary clients are parents, and many of them are minors, and the clients' children range from newborns to 18 years of age. And then in her private practice, her clients have better means to obtain more resources, and therefore they can reunify with their children. But in the public defender's office, there are more clients with lower SES. And the demographic has changed over time, and she sees all different types of clients, mostly young parents in their 20s and 30s. And she also sees different types of ethnicities, from Asian, Hispanic, African American, Middle Eastern, Caucasian, and every type of religion and income level. And her direct services she provides are legal services to parents so they do not end up in the court again.
So for her personal role in reducing child abuse is advising clients to make appropriate decisions with their children and making sure that they're stable and educated before she sends them back with their children, or before she talks to a judge and gives them permission to send them back to the children. So that's her direct role with assessing child abuse. And with investigation and assessment, she, being a defense attorney, focuses more on the investigation side of it. But with assessment, she does see that in the counseling that she has with them. She says substance abuse is the biggest mental health issue that she faces with her clients, but she does see a lot of personality disorders as well, such as depression and anxiety, and she has had cases such as bipolar and Munchausen's hypoxia as well. She really had a lot of hope and faith in her clients, and she said that she can tell that they love their children and that they're willing to do anything for their children, and she really saw that as a great strength. She also talked about how resilient they are. A lot of her clients have undergone rehab and drug and alcohol problems and past problems with their childhood and upbringing as well, and she says that they are so strong and resilient to have overcome everything that they've seen in their past. So she said that was a great strength that she's noticed. Their weakness is their lack of resources, information, and basic skills, because a lot of the people that she sees struggled as teenagers, so they don't have the full resource and skill and education as she feels a lot of other people.
So the whole process that she does is, so she'll have the parents come in, and she does intake and client counseling. So what she does, she says that she starts out by giving them a form and asks like basic questions like everything from like income level to race to previous like substance abuse, and not just the parents, but like the grandparents, and she'll just ask things like that. And then what she considers a successful case is, her number one priority is to make sure that the child is protected. That's her number one priority, even though she works with the parents. And then her second goal is to reunify the family if it's safe for the child and if it's at all possible. So there's a lot of collaboration with what she does. She has to collaborate with other attorneys, like the child attorneys, trial attorneys, judges, social workers, psychologists, and then she also says that she also reaches out to her friends and family. She has friends who are attorneys and they help her out as well. And sometimes, her family just for moral support. So she told us that she doesn't have a staff. She works by herself, but Jenna's going to tell you the rest.
She trains other interns and lawyers by providing them with books and research articles and on laws. And she also shares her strategies and attitudes with the beginning lawyers and the interns. And she really likes giving hands-on training and experience for the beginners. So she takes them to the court cases and they walk through the process and yeah, she walks through the process. For minority groups, she brings in interpreters if there are any language barriers, and she asks her clients to explain their culture so she could have a better understanding of where her clients are coming from. And so she tries to find services in the client's community, so there are less, to reduce barriers such as like transportation and language. For confidentiality, everything is confidential, and so whatever they say and talk about it in the room stays in the room. But then when she asks her clients for permission for like which information is okay to tell and which information is not okay to tell. And there are some judges that, well, we learned that there are some judges that pushes the lawyers to say confidential information about it, but then she knows that she's not supposed to, and her number one priority is that protecting her client. So.
Societal values. People can be very judgmental of the field of work. Many races and ethnicities can play a role in the outcome of a case. Everybody thinks like their way is the best way. It's easy to make a fundamental attribution error about someone. Tension in society is a big factor, and the idea of sanctity of the family protection of children. Everyone asks like if they know the child's best interest, and people have a lot of different opinions that are not always correct. The media's influence, the impact of the news media can be helpful, not harmful. Open court legislation and confidential cases are also helpful and not harmful. Her greatest accomplishment and job satisfaction is she loves what she does and she has a passion for what she does. Her greatest accomplishment is reuniting families together. There has been many children taken from their families for the wrong reasons and that have been accused of child abuse when there really wasn't.
The end.